How's it going, guys? We're back, and today we're going to be making the best warrior, and in my opinion this is the best warrior you could possibly be. This is certainly the best I got, and we're going to be an orc, and that is for the class ability Berserk Rage, which makes you do twice the damage and take half the damage once a day. I always side with the Stormcloak so that I can get this Imperial outfit because I like this outfit far more than the Stormcloak outfits. So that's why I always go with the Team Blue at the beginning. Throw something in each hand because you're a warrior. Make your way out. La la la. And from here, guys, we're going to be headed to the 3 stones. And yes, we are going to be getting the Warrior Stone later on, but first we're going to quickly get our Enchanting to 100 because that makes getting all the other skills in the Warrior tree 10 times easier and allows us to enhance our character by so much. But anyways, we're going to keep coming to Riverwood and make sure you sell some of the stuff that you got from the first dungeon just so that we have enough money to pay for the carriage to get to Dawnstar later on. Grab Faendal, Elfboy, Faendal.
I appreciate your help. Lead the way.
And then once you get him, just go to the carriage just before Whiterun. 50 bucks. Hit Dawnstar.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
And then from here we just start our little enchanting farm. So give him everything you have up to this point. And then just run over here beside the mine. Once you go up to here, just beside this rock, you can get into this chest, which is the inventory of the Khajiit at the beginning of the town. Take all that stuff, and then come into here. Disenchant everything you can first, every time you grab the stuff from that chest. And then enchant everything you can. And turn undead makes them worth the most money on weapons, and fortify smithing makes them worth the most money on armor. For resale later. And then once you do it the first time, you should get between level 30 and 40. Sell this girl all the miscellaneous stuff and the empty soul gems, and then buy all of the full soul gems from her when you can. And then first we're just going to slap all our perks into the enchanting tree. One and one-handed here, why not? But anyways, once you've enchanted those things, come and talk to this smith. Sell all that stuff and the miscellaneous stuff that isn't ingots and good stuff. Keep one for yourself. If he runs out of money, you can save, kill him, load, and he will have all of his money back, and his inventory will be refreshed if you want to buy weapons to keep your enchanting loop going. And then to get the chest to respawn, come to the front of the town, right in front of the Khajiit, save, kill her, load. And then when you talk to her and ask her to trade,
take a look.
That is what respawns the chest, and you can do that loop once over again. And to get to level 75, it took me about 9 times, level 80-ish. And then from here I just duplicate them because I mainly got all the enchantments I want to duplicate. You just drop things on the ground, get him to pick them up, make sure it's on flat ground, fast travel somewhere, fast travel back works best. And then what's in his inventory he grabbed, and everything on the ground has been duplicated. So you get a fat pile of grand soul gems going. And in no time you can get your enchanting to 100. Most important perk tree in the entire game with every build is always enchanting, guys. Never forget that. Alright, so now we got that to 100. We also have so much iron ingots and silver ore. Sorry, iron ore and silver ore. And now we're going to be going back to Whiterun, getting our horse with our newly acquired wealth. Even though we're still in our underwear. And we're going to Halted Stream Camp for the Transmute spell to turn iron to silver to gold to get our smithing to 100. Alright, you take that, you read that. You may have no magic like me, I'm an orc warrior, but you can still cast it once and sleep on repeat, and then make your way to Whiterun. once you've turned all those ingots into, ore into ingots at the smelter here, then once again drop them on the ground individually because you can't duplicate stacks. Get your buddy to pick them all up.
What do you need? Okay, got it.
And then once he picks them all up, you know what to do. Fast travel somewhere, fast travel back.
I'm right behind you.
And then once you take them and start making a stack again and again and again, once you get a big fat pile of, I would recommend 100. And you just get him to pick it all up, and then you only have to really do it under 10 times. And then I calculated it, and it was 725 ingots with the warrior stone to get our smithing to 100.
What do you want me to carry?
I don't want you to carry anything. You need to take some of your 1,000 ingots, you mule.
More inside.
And then you make 1,600 gold rings approximately, 1,500, and in no time we get our smithing to 100. Throw all the perks in that tree because it's one of my favorite. Okay. And make a shield for a little later, very important. Now come to Dragonsreach, and first of all we're going to be making a necklace, a ring, a chest piece, and a helmet that each fortify restoration by 25%, which makes restoration cost nothing to cast. Okay, now this is to be boosting our heavy armor.
Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors.
Oh, I'm not here to visit, bitch. I'm here to boost. See, 0 per second. Punch the closest person in the face and let the pinata bash begin. Alright, heavy armor to 40. Once you get your restoration to 25, simply put your hands down. And then we can get fast healing because it's far better than the basic healing spell. Read that, equip that shit, punch someone else in the face, and use this to get your heavy armor all the way up to 100. Boom, just like that. Does not take long.
By order of the Jarl, stop right there.
Okay, now we got our heavy armor. I'm just gonna slap these in here and just go up the left side for now.
Let's go find Farengar, my court wizard.
I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow.
Okay, now he's gonna tell us to go to Bleak Falls Barrow, and right on the way, guys, is this giant camp. And now we're going to be getting our block to 100. Now it's very important that we have the restoration stuff so that we can keep healing our stuff, because these giants are no joke. And you just basically heal yourself, let him hit you, heal yourself, and you can get this loop going where he hits you, you heal yourself and put up your shield just before he hits you again. And see, I'm doing it right here. And this is the fastest way by far to get your block to 100. Quick reflexes, guys, super important perk. Make sure you get that before getting all the rest. Okay, and now that we got our skills to 100, we're going to be making the best set of armor for a warrior possible. Now, I got the ebony ingots from her. You can either duplicate them or you can kill her and load until you have enough. But anyways, get some ebony ingots, head on to the alchemy girl, come in here, buy a Daedra heart from her. If she doesn't have it, you know, save, kill her, load, la la la, loop loop loop.
What do you think you're doing?
I think I'm getting Daedra hearts. What are you doing? Sell me Daedra hearts. Boom, until you get 8 or so. And now we're going to be making our Daedric set. And yeah, this is a really good start here. We have barely done anything so far, and we already got all this Daedric stuff. I would recommend, instead of the shield though, if you have 8 Daedric hearts, you have a dagger. Make sure you get a Warhammer too, that's to boost two-handed in a bit. And now we're going to be enchanting, guys. Now, I'm recommending you make 2 sets here. One is a set where a ring, a necklace, a chest piece, and gauntlets enhance smithing by 25%. And that way we can make our suit of armor better once everything's made. And then the Daedric chest piece. So the chest piece has health and stamina regen 31% faster. And then boots fortify one-handed and two-handed by 40% each. Gauntlets fortify one-handed and two-handed by 40%. Helmet, you can just do whatever you want really because it's not that good, so I just did lockpicking and water breathing. And then necklace and ring also that do two-handed and one-handed by 40%. If you forget, it's all in the description below. I know it can be confusing, but that is the best set you could really have for a warrior, in my opinion. Give you a last good look there, and yeah, that just multiplies the damage you do on all your weapons. Now I forgot to put on my little smith outfit here, so you don't forget, but anyways, you want to enhance this stuff, and then see I remembered to put it on here just after, to enhance the armor as well. And as you can see, it really just goes up there. And that's, boom, good as it gets. Alright. Now that we have the best armor, we are going to get the best shield in the entire game because we got our block to 100, and that helps us on the rest of this because this shield is just so important for a warrior, you guys. Best defense against magic and range possible. So you come to the shrine of Peryite.
Have you met my father? Looking to protect yourself?
You can buy the silver ore from here, or an ingot, make it yourself. And then you can get the death bell from any alchemist.
You look. Come back anytime if you need.
Okay guys, now we're going to the South Shriekwind Basin. And this is for 2 things. One is for an item for the shield, which is the Flawless Ruby. You come in here, take a left, there'll be this guy. Don't let him open his mouth. And somewhere in here, there should always be a Flawless Ruby. It might be in this crevice here for me. Might be up here for you. It might be on the floor over here on the right, or over here on the left sometimes. But there should always be a Flawless Ruby here, guys. And make your way on through the cave. There will be a vampire. You can get the vampire dust here. I'm going to show another place for vampire dust anyways. But anyway, make your way through and grab this shout. Elemental Fury. You can't use it on enchanted weapons, but it makes any unenchanted weapon swing so fast and is so crucial for any two-hander for sure. And then you want to come all the way to Redwater Den. Make your way down. Now you can acquire the vampire dust if you haven't already, but more importantly is this book, Telekinesis, and this is going to be for a little later in the video. Read that and forget about it. Come back to the shrine. Got all the stuff.
Breathe deep, mortal. I would have you hear me well. I want you to go to Bthalft and kill Orchendor.
Make your way to Bthalft and kill Orchendor. You know, it's a long, long dungeon, so be ready. No match for me, though.
Your obedience is rewarded.
Okay, guys, and after you do that, you got the best shield in the whole game. Spellbreaker. When you equip this and hold it up, a little ward appears in the front, and that will stop any spell shot at you. Works with dragons, you know, any spells cast. And yeah, it's just so nice and will save you so often. And then don't forget to put on your little smithing outfit and enhance it to make it as good as it can be. Now from here, we're coming to this Dragon Tooth Crater, and that is for the second word of Elemental Fury. Alright. Now that that's done, we're coming to Deep Folk Crossing because it's right here and close. And once you come up here, you just want to run this way to grab the first out of 4 glowing crystal shards. Okay guys, now fast travel back to Whiterun. We're just going to continue
I
on.
want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon.
We're going to fight the first dragon. Oh my god. The dragon. Quick horse. Down the stairs. One job. You had one job. God damn it. Another horse down. Another $1,000. Haha. La la la. And this is really just to continue on to get to High Hrothgar. Now you go to Helgen, to Urbestead, and then climb up that way. That's the quickest way. And I'm showing this just for boosting purposes. You can do one-handed and two-handed this way. Come in while they pray, crouch behind them, and it is a way, but it's a really grindy way, you guys. I really hate doing this compared to all other skills that you can use on Greybeards. One-handed and two-handed are the worst because they catch you every time, so you basically have to wait an hour in between each. And if you put a dagger in your left hand and a mace in your right, that's what determines your swing speed, is what's in your left hand. So that's how you get the quickest combo and do the most damage with a mace. But even when you do this to them, oftentimes they catch you, so it kind of sucks, which is why I'm not the hugest fan. But anyways, we're going to be moving on to Markarth. And this is to get the best one-handed weapon in the entire game, and it's not even up for debate, which is the Mace of Molag Bal. Simply come in, you'll see this interaction. And now, oh yeah, you got this all under control. Now these pricks show up because the Greybeards acknowledged me as the Dragonborn. Finish them. And now we are going to be headed back to Whiterun and back so that we can activate this encounter to get into the house.
Anyone seen entering or leaving? Any strange lights or unusual noises? I was actually just about to head on inside. Be good to have someone watch my back.
Oh, I'll watch your back.
Brought on the furniture. Someone's been here.
Ha ha ha.
Yes, your reward is waiting for you, mortal. Further down.
Make your way into the
I
basement.
want the priest who did this to bend his knee and give me his soul.
Bend his knee, suck your dick, whatever you want, Molag. And then we're gonna come over here, and this, guys, is what I wanted to give you an example of. There are some enemies that if you're two-handed, you just simply cannot get close enough fast enough, and they will own you 9 times out of 10. That's when Spellbreaker comes in. Equip that bad boy, get your Daedric Mace, use Elemental Fury if you want, but really, I mean, this is just the greatest shield. See what I mean? He can't even get me. You keep putting that ward up, you can get close to those magical enemies that do so much damage from afar and swiftly put an end to them. And then free this guy. Bribe him, la la la, persuade him. Chances are you won't be able to persuade him because you're a stupid orc like me. I don't persuade, I decapitate.
Molag Bal. You think you can best Boethiah's faithful? Do your worst.
Ha ha ha.
The Mace of Molag Bal.
There is nothing like this mace, you guys. It's my fave. And the magical ability is the best also. 25 points stamina damage, 25 points of magic damage, and fills the soul gem. So, can't argue with results.
Got some good
Get your little
pieces out
smith outfit on.
here. inside.
Legendary that bad boy. And then once you have all of your one-handed, two-handed, do 40% more pieces of armor equipped, then it does 203 damage. Which still isn't as good as the Daedric mace, but still, it's very good. Especially for an enchanted weapon. And now, guys, we are headed over to this shrine for two things. First, you want to just come right here, and this is where we get the third Elemental Fury, and it only takes 50 seconds to recharge. So for a warrior, it's something I have equipped and use all the time. Seriously, all the time. It's just so nice. Unlike most shouts, because most shouts take forever to cool down. But anyways, you come up here, you might have to go find this ball. I found it in the first Bleak Falls Burrow dungeon, like it's there like 1 in 4 times, so. Anyways, you do this, get sucked up to the sky, fall down, make your way into the temple, and believe me, you need to be careful here. Even with Spellbreaker, this is a hard dungeon for me. You know, these guys, they'll get you, they'll whip you, you'll get spells thrown at you, and even if you think you've won, you be careful, because his soul will come back and haunt you immediately. So basically, I want to show you something here. You let them attack you, you bring up your shield with the quick reflexes perk, and you can slow time and kind of walk around and drop your shield and even move quicker than everything else. So it's like this weird move. I don't know if you'd call it an exploit, but it's really handy. Do that, run up to this guy, make sure you got Spellbreaker up, and you just hammer on him real quick, and then deal with everybody else. That is my advice. But anyways, come up here, grab this, and that is that. Fall from the sky again. And now we have Dawnbreaker, and the Mace of Molag Bal is a two-handed combo, which is one of my favorites. Unfortunately, you can't use Elemental Fury on enchanted weapons, but this is still a great combo. But with Elemental Fury, 3 of them out of 3 unlocked, with the mace and the sword in each hand, is certainly one of the best things you could be. Now, Dawnbreaker Enhanced, with all of our equipment on, does 172. Which is still really good. Okay, now we're coming to Windhelm, guys, and this is for the sole purpose of starting the Dark Brotherhood and getting Shadowmere, because it's the least painful and the fastest way to actually get those 2 skills up. You could attack the Greybeards or horses, but then there's so much waiting involved, and honestly, if you just dart to get Shadowmere, it, in my opinion, is just so much faster, better, and less painful. So anyways, he asks you to go and kill Grelog the Kind, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing in Riften. Shut up, Grelog. Take this, Grelog. Grelog is dead. Wait a minute. Maybe Grelog's not dead. Grelog, not in front of the kids. Close your eyes, kids.
I knew you could do it. I just knew it. I knew the Dark Brotherhood would save me.
You're saved. You're saved, little buddy. I saved you. Okay, now we're coming to Anese's cabin, and this is just asleep to be abducted by Astrid. Get the Dark Brotherhood going. La la la. I'm certainly not going to walk you through all the Dark Brotherhood missions to get to Shadowmere, but along the way, you find the Sanctuary, and Astrid will send you on this little adventure to go get this enemy in this one ruin, and this is somewhere I would be coming anyways to grab another glowing shard for the ethereal crown. Come in here. Do what you need to for the Dark Brotherhood quest. But we are going to be continuing into the depths, where you have to pull some bones and cogs and gears out of these gears. Be careful. Lots of dangerous guys in these deep places. Come in here. Nothing like Elemental Fury. And this is where we get the second out of 4 glowing crystal shards.
Take my horse. His name is Shadowmere.
And then after a few more Dark Brotherhood missions, she offers me Shadowmere, which is where we get our last warrior skill trees to 100, 1- and 2-handed. Now we're going to use Elemental Fury and just attack him until his health is almost no more. And make sure your difficulty is on Adept, because if it's more than Adept, you're just doing less damage. So make sure you put it on Adept, and then you just sleep when he's almost dead. And that's the quickest way to get one-handed to 100. Slap some perks in there. And then that Daedric hammer we made, Elemental Fury. I'm sure you can imagine the rest. Get that to 100. And that's it, guys. We're going to slap a couple in here. And now that we've done all this, we have every single one of our warrior skill trees all to 100. What a sight to see. Now, that's done, we're going to be making another set of armor that fortifies our alteration by 25% on 4 pieces, ring, necklace, helmet, and chest piece. So that alteration costs nothing, and that's when this telekinesis spell that we read comes into play. So we make that, and then we go outside, drop anything on the ground. And then once you equip telekinesis, wearing the outfit we just made so that you can actually hold it this long, you just have to fast travel to Dawnstar, and it will go from 15 to 100 in that one trip and give you 4 perks each time. So we're level 49 right now, and I went back and forth 14 times. It got me to level 90, and that is what it takes to get every single perk in every single warrior tree. Technically 89, but you know what I mean. And this is literally the best warrior you could possibly be up to this point, you guys. Honestly. Nothing like filling them all in at once. And this is at the beginning of the game before we've done anything. Like, all I've done is get Shadowmere with the Dark Brotherhood and go to High Hrothgar, and that's it. So, and you can see there 14 times, fast traveling back and forth. And now we are going to be headed to this orc stronghold to get the best 2-handed weapon in the game, and honestly it's not my favorite, but because I'm creating the best warrior, I did want to show the best of everything in each tree.
Harsh words. She's merely doing as she's been told. Can you bring me troll fat and a day?
So basically this girl will ask you for a couple things, run out and grab them if you don't already have them.
Summon me, Yamars.
What? What is this?
You let giants, overrun my shrine. Bring me their leader's club as an offering, and I might release you from this curse.
Okay, and then you just have to go to this cave and clear out the giants at the shrine with Yamars.
Let's just get this over with.
And by us clear out, it means we clear out, because he does not help us at all. You're alone in this one.
You have a true fighting spirit.
And you have no fighting spirit, you little bitch. Put him down while he's on his knees.
Well, the giants took care of you, and you took care of the giants. 2 problems solved at once.
And then just make your way back, put the hammer on the antlers.
We won't kill you, Outlander, but we don't want you here.
And then pick it up again. And it does 195. You can enhance it with all of our stuff. Makes it do 273. And it is the fastest swinging great hammer, which is why it's the best 2-handed weapon, because it has the quickest swing speed and the highest damage, and with the enchantment it's just, it is the best two-handed. And then the reason I don't care for two-handed is because it does the same amount of damage as my Daedric Mace, and my Daedric Mace swings so much faster, and I can have Spellbreaker in the other hand. So it's no competition for me, but now you know. And then we are going to be headed to this ruin to get another of the glowing crystal shards, which is just outside. Mzulft. And that's 3 out of 4. And then from here we're going to walk over to this place to get the final glowing crystal shard. Come on in, you'll see some collapses going on, and then you will be greeted by this ghost. And then as you make your way all the way down the dungeon, you'll find this puzzle, and I will show you the order to hit them in so that you don't activate the Guardian. And that is that. Just come in, grab the 4th piece, and just like that, we are going to be headed to the forge. You want to come to the ruins of that. Bthalft. Put them in the key. Pop the old girl open.
It's true. It's all true.
And we're going to be coming down to the forge, obviously. One of my favorite parts of the whole game, you guys. And even the Forge Master, you know, when you got Spellbreaker, really, he's got nothing on you at all. Ha ha ha. Beaten with a shield punch, you little bitch. And, of course, we're making the only possible choice, the Ethereal Crown.
I think I can rest. Farewell, my friend. Wherever your travels take you.
Farewell. Thanks for the help. Not really. And now that we have the Ethereal Crown, best thing to put on your head in the game, we're going to be getting 2 stones. The first is the Steed Stone, because for a warrior, why not carry an extra 100 pounds and have all negative effects taken away from armor? And then once that's done, head to Morthal and walk over to the Lord Stone, which does 50 points of damage resistance and 25% magic resistance. So that's, in my opinion, the best 2 standing stones for a warrior build, but you could also do the Atronach Stone where you absorb magic if you just want to be able to absorb more of what you're kind of susceptible to, but in my opinion, I like these 2. And now that this is done, guys, that's it. That's the best warrior you can make. I'm just going to give you an example and fight the Ebony Warrior here. Who are you trying to shout at, bitch? I'm the Dragonborn. Spellbreaker, Daedric Mace, good combo. Elemental Fury, Daedric Mace, Daedric Sword, great combo. Berserker Rage with the Mace of Molag Ball and Dawnbreaker, another great combo. And last but certainly not least, Spellbreaker, Daedric Mace, Berserker Rage. Just, you know, a total powerhouse. And that's my best warrior, you guys. I really hope that you like this video. I've got lots of stuff coming up. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.